Good day, English universe! Welcome to Christie's English 111, The Power of Three. This is Aimie Minguito, giving and imparting you another lessons in English.
Hi, this is Clan Joshua Tillo. In this video presentation, we, the English majors, aim to deepen your understanding about language. First, let us talk about the elements that constitute a language. Part of learning a language is to know its sounds, structures, rules, and context. To lead us to a more vivid and facile process of comprehending a certain language, let us explore and enter the world of linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of a language. Furthermore, it is specifically the study of human speech, including the units, structures, sounds, and modification of language. Today's video, we will be giving you 3 essential ideas for you to remember about linguistics. First is the sound of the language, the phonetics and the phonology. Second, the words sentences of the language, the morphology and the syntax. And lastly, the context of the language.
All languages begin with sound. A particular language can be recognized or distinguished by its sound. In linguistics, the study of those sounds are the phonology and phonetics. Phonetics is the study of speech sounds and how they are produced, which is the articulatory phonetics, how they are perceived, which is the auditory, and their physical aspects, which is the acoustic phonetics. The only difference between the two is that phonology requires a specific language as a reference, while phonetics has no reference to any specific language is necessary. It is a universal study of sound regardless of what language you are using. Phonetics is mainly concerned with the IPA, or the International Phonetic Alphabet. It was invented in order for us to have a system in which there is a one-by-one correspondence between each phonetic symbol and each sound in language. These phonetic symbols can be found in the IPA chart or the families of sound in language. So this part is the monophthong, or what we have known as vowel sound. And the other part is the diphthong. And the last part is the consonant sound. But I will not going to go over with these things since we have already encountered them during our elementary days and high school days. And now let's proceed to phonology. Phonology has 3 kinds. First is the phoneme. Phoneme is a basic unit of speech sound. It is a mental abstract representation. We don't basically use a phoneme, for it exists only in our minds. But when we speak it though, that's the time that we are using allophone. Allophone is the phonetic realization of a phoneme. So each phoneme can be realized as one or more allophones, depending on the environment. So now you know the relevance and salience of sound in understanding a language, and this would really help us on how to use language effectively and accurately.
The second idea is words to sentences. After you have learned about the sound of the language, which is the primary basis in knowing the language, let us use the sounds to form a lexicon or words and phrases that construct a sentence. The study of the word formation is what we call morphology, and morpheme is the smallest unit of linguistic meaning or function. Say for example, the word friend. The word friend is an example of morpheme, particularly a monomorphic word, because it contains a single unit or meaning. In word formation, Affixes are the main ingredient in making a unit a set of words with a different meaning. Another example is the word befriend. Observe the word friend. I added a prefix be to form another morpheme and extended the word. So it is now a polymorphic word due to the presence of the prefix be. Befriend means to become or to act a friend to someone.
After you have formed some words using sounds and constructed them into concrete sentences, let us now identify its usage and how it affects your daily conversation to be able to answer what does it mean to really know a meaning. The third idea to remember about linguistics is what we call context or the meaning. We cannot deny the fact that there are a lot of words in the dictionary that have the same spelling and pronunciation but different in meaning. Or there are some situations in communication that you can hardly understand because of some indirect expression, ambiguity, and insinuation. So these are the two things that we need to consider: the word knowledge and the world knowledge. The word knowledge in language is the denotation. It is the literal meaning of the word that is taken from the dictionary. On the other hand, the world knowledge can be referred to as connotation. The meaning is indirect, or knowledge and meaning is derived from experiences. Example: aren't you going to squash him? He is so mean and rude. Observe the word squash. Squash is commonly defined as a vegetable, in context talking about nutrition or other health-related discussion. In this context, squash means to break down, smash, or hurt physically. Observe the statement, "What time is it?" It was clearly emphasized that the teacher is insulting or indirectly stating that her student is late from her class. See, that's how we use context in a particular situation and how it affects our daily conversation.
And that ends our discussion about linguistics. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe in this video. Bye!